T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life.
And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I knew that hell would not have him.
You are all my children now.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. It's the Sunday Horror Hangout, and with me on Sundays is always Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask. What's up, my man? How you doing today? The shape is in the chat.
Doing fantastic, Michael. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. Thank you, as always, for having me on here.
Yes,
and yeah, man. As always, had a good time at the shop. Got to hang out with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to also hang out with the Shape as well, James, aka the Shape, and good friend, man. He's a good friend of yours as well.
Yeah.
We love the Shape. So I had to support my boy, bring in some Michael Myers for James, and wanted to give a shout out to him as well. It's been you've felt it yourself. It's been very hot in the booth lately, very muggy.
Yeah, man.
James comes in with a fan. He found out of one of his back rooms. was kind enough to give it to us. So I just wanted to say thank you very much, James. That was very thoughtful and yeah, man, very helpful. But dude, we're talking vampires, man,
I
and
know,
it's
right?
something that you and I, as much as we've talked about so many different aspects of horror, slasher, paranormal, we have never gotten really into. Like, I have no clue, really. I know some of you, some maybe some of your favorites here and there, but as far as like in depth, I don't really have a clue what you feel about the vampire, the whole scene, and I don't think you know how I feel about that as well. So, very excited, glad to be here, man, and ready to talk some freaking vampires,
It's
brother.
it's one of those things, man, where you know, between us, we talk about in passing, like, oh, I thought The Lost Boys was dope. Oh, I thought 30 Nights, 30 Days a Night was dope. Uh, but never a show that was strictly vampires. You know what I mean? Like never we never got together and said, "Hey man, let's talk all vampires all the time." You know what I mean? They usually come up with other stuff. Like I remember when The Last Voyage of Demeter came out, and I was like, "Dude, I really like that movie." You know, it's kind of slow and everything, but at the same time, it's just like I enjoyed that movie very much, but it's not like we went into other vampire movies or stuff like that. So hell yeah, man. I'm definitely not only excited to see, what you think of vampires and, what are your favorites, but everybody in the chat as well, because like I said, man, we've never really got into it on this show.
Yeah, it's another one that I think is going to be similar to slashers and things like that. I think it's going to be all over the board, because
Mhm.
uh, the vampire itself is a very, very deep, deep character, and there's been so many variations. You got your teeny boppers that are watching it because that's the cutest damn vampire they've ever seen in their life.
Right.
You've got your guys that just love the blood sucking, like darkness of it.
Yeah.
It's all over the place, man. So yeah, this should be very exciting. And I'm interested to see what all comes up, and that what everyone's pick is
Right.
that we have to go from. And I think it's going to be all over the place, man.
And something we talked a little bit about today was we're sticking strictly with movies today. So, when you're talking about the vampire series that you enjoy. So, we're not going to get into those like, you think of like True Blood and you think of the Vampire Diaries and stuff. Yes, there are people that, enjoy those very much, but tonight we're just going to stick with movies because we only have so many selections and there are so many, vampire movies that we want to get in here. Maybe at some other point we'll do something with like series and stuff like that. I think that might be a fun show in the future, like favorite horror series, and then they would be able to be included, with stuff like that. But yeah, we'll definitely stick with the movies for tonight. And I'm definitely curious to see what all these good people, not just me and you, but the good people in the chat, think about these vampire movies and what movies they want to get up on the board for tonight. Because as you know, when we do these brackets, the only time you and I decide a winner is if there's a tie and if we agree, so this is all up to the chat. We'll give our ideas of what we think about the movie. But at the same time, all these fine people in the chat will be the ones that determine the winners for this bracket. So speaking of the good people in the freaking chat, let's go ahead and see who we got in the chat for tonight. Jerry Wilson is in the chat saying, let's get it. Hello, Michael. Hello, Jerry. He's also saying,
What's
hello.
up, Jerry?
Oh, yeah. What is up, my dude? Jerry's also saying, please destroy that like button and has been nice enough to throw the Movies and Beyond Patreon link in the chat. So, yes, definitely. If you would like to support Movies and Beyond outside of YouTube, you can do so over at Patreon. And Jerry has provided the link below. As I say every week when we're talking about Patreon, there's a lot of stuff I can do over there that I can't really do over here on YouTube. So, if you'd like to see other content outside of what I'm doing here, still in the horror realm, go over and check out Patreon. And Jerry has provided the link below. Paula is in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. What is up, Paula? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat as well, saying hey to everyone. What is up, Melissa?
Hello, Melissa.
Let's see who we have in the chat. Michelle is in the chat as well, saying happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, Michelle. Happy Sunday. Herbert West Understudy is in the chat as well, and he says, I am back. Well, we're glad to have you back, man. Definitely.
What's up, Tom? What's up, buddy?
What is going on? And James has entered the chat. The Shape is in the chat as well, saying, hi there, everybody. Hope you all had a great day. You too, James. I hope you had a great day as well.
And then, Michael, if you didn't just remember, Herbert West Understudy is Tom. You know
Tom,
him very
yes.
well.
Yes.
That is Tom. So yeah, what's up, Tom? James, what's up, buddy? The Shape.
Kim is in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. What's up, Kim? I hope you are having a great Sunday. Always good to see you here.
Oh, Kim, is this is John's Kim, correct? I believe so. What's up, Kim? We missed you at Horror Night. And yeah, great to see you on here, Kim. She usually has like a cat or something as her like. But yeah, that's Kim if I'm seeing correctly.
As the icon,
yeah.
I got you. Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is in the chat as well, saying, don't forget to slash that like button, everyone. What's up, Eric? I hope you're doing well, my friend. And like Eric said, and Jerry said earlier, if you have not hit that like button yet, please do so. It helps out the channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. John is in the chat as well, saying, hello, friends. What's up, John? I hope you're doing well, my friend.
That's the cat I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's the cat. What's up, John? Oh. John is the champ. Michael, you witnessed it. Horror Night.
I got to see a piece of it. I got to see a piece of it. I didn't get to see who won, but he came through and finished it all.
Dude, he's a son of a bitch to play trivia with, man. Like we're gonna have to kick him out at some point, man. Let somebody else have the title. But yeah, what's up, champ?
Every game has its Tom Brady. Every game has its Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? So at some point, you might just have to wait for him to age out and retire. You know,
please tell me you didn't
or play something. Play dirty.
John to
you know
Tom
what I mean?
Brady, man. He's gonna be strutting around the freaking warehouse, man. Like
anything I can do to help out your cause there. So you're welcome for that, John. There it is. There it is. Let's see.
The Tom Brady of horror trivia. I love it, Michael.
Kiss the rings. Let's see. Jerry Wilson has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, you are the man. Thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate it so freaking much, man. Thank you. And Michelle has hit her 4 months here at Movies and Beyond. Congratulations, Michelle, and thank you so much for all your support on the channel and everything that you do here. Michelle she's the one helping with not only the Waverly Hills trip, not only the merch shop, but she's also doing the selection for the horror shorts that we're doing every other Friday mixed in with Paranormal Friday. And her selections have been freaking off the hook. I mean, they have been fantastic. So again, Michelle, congratulations on your 4 months here at Movies and Beyond. And thank you for all your support. And then thank you for everything that you do for this channel. It means the world to me.
Yeah, man, that's some awesome, like, behind the scenes work, dude. That's super cool.
Definitely. Let's see. And Jerry Wilson has gifted 1 more Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, dude, you are the freaking man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, dude. And you're a great friend and a great supporter of this channel, man. And I can't say thank you enough. All right, let me catch back up on this chat. Every time I do that, it kind of throws me off here, but it is all good. Jerry Wilson is saying, I love Transylvania. All right, man. Let's see. Okay, I see that people are throwing out movies. Hold on to those. I will call for those here in a little bit, and that way it's easier for me to put them on the list instead of going through having to go back through the chat. So when I say throw out your movies, we'll do that all at once, and it's 1 selection per person. So let's make sure we're keeping it to one for right now. And if we do have room afterwards, then we will go ahead and start filling them in. All right. Let's see. Let me get past these. A lot of people throwing out movies. Let's see. T-Bone Official is in the chat saying, "What's up, party people? What is going on, my man? I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well."
Tristan, what's up, buddy? It was great to see you this weekend, man. Great to see you back on Movies and Beyond, dude. Yeah, what's up, buddy? What is up?
John is saying, "The GOAT. He's the GOAT."
I can't deny it.
It has begun. It has begun.
Dude, he's a freaking killer. You know who I want to see him go up against, though, is Herbert West understudy.
So you're trying to create that matchup. You're like the promoter that's trying to get the two heavyweights in the ring together.
Yes.
Kind of have that face to face.
We can even have them come down. We can have them come down and have an entrance music and everything, dude.
Oh my god, dude!
You know, in the blue corner, it's Herbert West understudy. Come in like a beast. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Wheels are spinning.
Hey, no problem, John. No problem. No problem, buddy. I got you. Jamie Hart is in the chat as well, saying hello to everyone. What is up, Jamie? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Always good to see you here at Movies and Beyond. Another person that Jamie Hart, another person that is a veteran of Scarefest. When we go down there, I actually bumped into Jamie last year, but we didn't really recognize each other. And then later on, we found out that we were standing next to each other at Adrian King. So hope you're going to Scarefest again this year, Jamie. You know that we'll be down there, and maybe I can say what's up next time I see you. And not, I think that was Jamie. Maybe it was Jamie. I'm not sure if that was Jamie. You know what I mean? Always good to see you here, my friend. Let's see. Pumpkin Tim is in the chat as well, saying, "Hey everyone, what is going on, man? What is going on, my dude?"
What's up, Tim? What's up, buddy? Good to see you on here, my friend.
Let's see. Eric is asking, how many movies are we doing in the bracket? So I always start with 16, and then we see kind of where we go from there. If it gets flooded right away, then we will add a few more, but we do our best to try to keep it within the time limit. So we'll start with 16. Let's see. Sarah Campbell is in the chat as well, saying, "Hey friends, what's up, Sarah? I hope you are having a great Sunday."
Hello, Sarah.
Jacob Ware is in the chat saying, "Hey boys, it's been a while." It has been a minute, Jacob. I hope you've been doing well, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond, my friend. Let's see. Michelle has gifted one Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it a million times. Thank you so much. Let's see. I think that every time I think I'm getting close to the end, the little icon bumps up and it's like, nope, you still got a lot more to go.
I love it, dude. I love it. Like, keep them coming. Like right there.
Teresa Stevens is in the chat, aka Mad Mom, saying hello everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Teresa. Happy Sunday.
What's up, mother? You know I love you. It's always great to see you on here.
Let's see. I want to say that I got no, of course not. Kenneth Nichols is in the chat saying, "I love the mask." What's going on, Kenneth? I hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Kenneth. It's something about. I love this one too. And believe it or not, it's one of the less expensive Myers mask I own, and I just freaking something about it, man. But thank you, buddy.
Oh yeah, my man. So I have gotten to the bottom of the chat. I've said what's up to everyone. I'm pretty sure I got everyone. If I missed you, just throw out another chat there, and I'll make sure that I get you. But I think I did pretty well with that one, for sure. But we can get into some vampires, my man.
I'm ready, brother. I'm ready, dude.
Too.
I've been, and it's something because I've never had to really just like start thinking about this like genre, and I have. Yeah. I feel like I've got some cool stuff to talk about and throw in there. So yeah, man, let's do it.
Definitely. So I will be doing polls as well for each of the winners. I will go ahead and bring this up so I can go ahead and begin to put the movies into the bracket here. But we will start with vampire movies. So make sure that when you throw out a movie, you're throwing out one. So pick your favorite. If no one else has said it yet, I will put it up there. Go ahead and throw out your movies now.
I know Mad Dad wants Once Bitten.
No, he doesn't. He told me that. He was like, "Don't even do it.
I'm telling you.
Don't even do it."
I haven't even thought about Once Bitten in 25 years. Like, how's that even come to his mind? Once Bitten, man. I believe that's Jim Carrey's first movie, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the first one I've ever seen with him in it. Let's see, Dead and Loving It. I'll just put L.I. Let's see, we got The Lost Boys, we got Fright Night. So far we have 3. Matt, did you have one that you wanted up there?
I absolutely do. So I'm going with Underworld.
It is there, sir. I was actually typing that in for mine, but you got it. I will go 30 Days of Night.
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I don't own it. You know, if it wins, it wins.
That's funny.
All right. I was going with Underworld. See, I think that comes from yesterday with you and I talking about Underworld, and we were talking about Marcus, and we were talking about all that
I tell
stuff.
you what, Michael. I tell you what, because I'd actually really like to do this. If I could throw a little wrench in there, I'd like to do Underworld 3, and that is where we get Marcus, man.
No, it's 2. We get him in 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Is 3 Rise of the Lycans then?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to do Underworld 2 if that's cool. If you want to have 2 Underworlds, but that's up to you.
Let's see where the list goes.
All right.
Because that's tough, man. That's tough. I didn't even think of
I love Underworld.
Like yeah,
but there's something about 2 and Marcus, like, dude, I can't get enough of it. But
so why don't I just put 2 next to that one, because that's what you chose, and then if we have room for it, we'll try to throw another one up there. Okay, let's see. Salem's Lot.
Nice.
So it looks like we have 5 more spots available, and then I will go through what we have so far. I've gotten 3 different people saying The Lost Boys, so The Lost Boys is up there. But yeah, so far we have The Lost Boys, Blade, Fright Night, Dracula, Dead and Loving It, Underworld 2, 30 Days of Night, Near Dark, John Carpenter's Vampires, The Hunger, Interview with a Vampire, and Salem's Lot.
Do we have Bram Stoker's Dracula?
No, we do not. I'll put the as Dracula.
That would be blasphemy if that would be blasphemy.
We got a Twilight up there, so I will throw that up there. Let's see. We've got 3 more spots left. It looks like we got The Forsaken. We got 2 spots left.
Michael, what's the one you mentioned today, and I said I had just seen it for the first time?
Near Dark. And yeah, and
dude,
that's up.
killer.
That's up there already. Yes.
Oh, okay. Dude, that was killer, dude. I'm surprised I hadn't seen that one.
We got Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. We got that. And Paula is going with Abigail.
Okay. Did you see she got announced for Horror Hound?
I did see that.
I think that's very cool. The girl did, in my opinion, she did a fantastic job. It'd be cool to meet her.
Oh yeah. All right. So has everyone gotten at least 1 pick up there? I want to make sure, because I'm seeing, multiple movies coming out, because we have our 16. I will add 2 more because I see that there is a lot there. But everyone has gotten, let me see.
I think Mad Mom's still upset she couldn't add Vampire Diaries, and she has to wait till we do the series.
We'll do a
that's what I've done.
A series.
I've not seen Vampire Diaries. Dude, Let the Right One In is That's solid.
It's on there. Okay, we have our 18. I think that we can I think we got that because I think that that's gonna run us through the whole show here. So if I have all of that, oh Matt, we have to shuffle them. So give me a number between 5 and 10, and I will hit the shuffle button, and we will shuffle it through.
I'm gonna go with 8, buddy.
All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And I will hit start here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let me bring this down and try to get this. It's never good when it says this site can't provide a secure connection.
Right.
That's not good. And it just lost all the freaking movies when I went back. Are you freaking serious right now? All right. Talk a little bit about the vampires, and I will work this out for sure because this is all of a sudden an issue when it was never an issue before. And I will try to get all these movies back on here.
Okay, we'll talk about vampires.
Let's talk about vampires. You could see the comment section.
Dude, yeah, let me bring my comment section up here real quick.
All right. Let me work on this.
I forget to do that, but right off the rip, I see Jerry bringing up Last Voyage of the Demeanor, and really that's one of Last Voyage of the Demeanor and Abigail are, I would say, are two very, very recent vampire films that neither disappointed, if you ask me. I can't call either like a juggernaut, but Last Voyage of the Demeanor, and Michael, you even said like it is a slow burn.
Yeah,
and, even myself, I can really stray away from those, but I thought it was a good slow burn and atmosphere sick. The vampire and you just what little you get of them is pretty cool. And you and I both talked about that ending scene, like with him in the bar and, walking down the streets looking like Jack the Ripper type stuff, dude. I was really on board for the sequel. I am nervous though, how it did at the box office if we are going to get that sequel. Because it set it up, dude, where I was game. Let's see what happens now. He's landed in the city and stuff. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, man.
Going back to Abigail, again, I've talked about Abigail, Michael.
Yeah.
Is it flawless? No. But I look at it as like almost like a Thanksgiving. I didn't go in with super high expectations, but I wanted to have fun, and it delivered that. And I think so did Abigail. This is all just my opinion. But I'd say they're both just solid vampire films that came out recent. So, something about the vampire genre, dude. It's never going away. It's never going away, dude. Just look at the different versions. We've got nasty vampires. We've got sparkling vampires, which are not my favorite. I want that dark. When I think of a vampire as like my style, here's what comes to mind. John Carpenter's vampires, when they're at that party, they open the door. You remember that? He just immediately rips through that guy's chest, takes his heart out, and just starts ripping through everybody. Like that's what I want in a vampire. 30 Days of Night, as Jamie just brought up. That's another vampire like that I was really, really digging. It was just they were fierce, dude. They were scary. They were freaking frightening.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
And if I say something dumb about that film, it's I didn't see the fangs. I didn't see the fangs. And as fierce as they are, I wanted some fangs. But just, dude, such a good movie. Such a good movie.
So the good thing is I have fixed the problem, and now I'm putting the movies back in. So we are good.
And I did Dust Till Dawn not make our list?
Oh, we gotta add that on there. Like seriously, that has to make it, dude. That's such a good movie.
And Michelle says Blade. Yeah, Blade's. I'm a big Blade 2 fan. It's something for me about Nomak. Oh, he's badass. I'm a big Blade 2 fan. 1 and 2. 3 had the cast. It just didn't. Something was missing with 3, man.
There was something off about 3 for sure.
There really was, man. But it had the cast. You're talking Ryan Reynolds, Jessica Biel, Wesley Snipes, Triple H. Like, I heard the cast and I was like, Blade with these guys? Hell yeah! But it just missed the mark.
Wasn't Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead also in Blade as well?
I don't remember Daryl.
Pretty
I
sure
could be wrong. I don't remember Daryl. The Dracula was off for me for sure. The guy playing Dracula, and I like that actor. He just didn't fit the role. He was a little too JQ'd up, I feel like, for the role. I don't know. But yeah, Blade 1 and 2, phenomenal.
All right, guys, I've almost got this together, and I want to make sure that I've got everything.
Sarah, I agree with you about like the tone of Blade 3. And I don't hate it either. I would just say, I mean, from 1 and 2, it's definitely the weak link. I would say.
Okay, and then we had. I'm just about got it together, guys. Sorry about the inconvenience. Let's see. I know I'm missing one. I'm missing one movie. Dust Till Dawn, but that was one that we didn't have on there before.
Oh, sorry, Michael. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
T-Bone just brought up something that I totally agree with him. And I want to know what you think, Michael. Do you remember the Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman?
I'm sorry. Go ahead one more time.
Do you remember the Van Helsing film with Hugh Jackman?
I do. Yes.
And Kate Beckinsale. I'm right there with you, Tristan. That the Dracula, he says the Dracula in that is absolutely one of his favorite portrayals, and I'm right there with him. I thought that Dracula was super badass from his look, the way he talked. Yeah. What'd you think of him, Michael?
I thought he was pretty good for sure. You know, the movie I left out was Underworld 2.
We put that in there.
Well, I had to reset everything. So I had to type everything back in. Let's see. I think I missed. It looks like we are going to have 20. Eric, thanks for sending me that. That was able to complete the list. Think that I've got everything here. Again, thank you for sending that to me. I appreciate it. All right, let's try this again. We've never had this issue come up, so this was super fun.
And yes, James, I am wearing creepy custom coveralls. Thank you for noticing.
Thank you for noticing. All right, so that's good to go. Let me go ahead and bring this back up, and we can get started on this. So we are good to go. Matt, give me a number again one more time. Let me shuffle these up. Sorry to have to do this all twice, y'all, but we are live, and sometimes things happen.
Let's go with 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it looks like we have Queen of the Damned versus Abigail.
Okay.
Let me put this in a poll of the Damned versus Abigail. The poll is live. Let's vote. All right, let me make sure that I am caught up. So I am a little behind on the chat because I had to do all that other stuff. But we should be good to go now. Make sure that you are voting. The poll is up. Matt, Abigail, or Queen of the Damned?
Well, one thing I'll say is, like, some people are saying, like, Bela Lugosi was left out. And yes, that is blasphemy. I'll just say, sometimes crazy shit's just left out on here. It's like, there's nothing you can do about it. But let's just give a shout out to Bela Lugosi. Like, he's a dude. He was an absolute badass. But yeah, Michael, sometimes just some juggernauts and stuff are just left out.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's just like you don't think of it right away. But yeah, Bella was a beast. So I hear you, Tim. Queen of the Damned and Abigail. I am actually gonna go with Abigail.
All right.
Seeing Queen of the Damned, it's just it's an average film for me. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Seen Abigail a little bit more recent, and I just very different. Had a lot of fun watching Abigail, man. So I'm gonna give it a slight edge, and I'd go with Abigail.
Oh yeah, man. I will go with Abigail as well. Although I did really enjoy Queen of the Damned back in the day. With Aaliyah. I think someone even mentioned it in here, and if they didn't, I would have said it too. The soundtrack was really good for that too. It was definitely a good one. But yeah, I think Abigail was a little bit better of a movie, a little more rewatchability for me, even though, it's
Yeah. Speaking of that soundtrack, my favorite band of all time, Static X, made that soundtrack. Like, it was a killer soundtrack. You're right.
Hell yeah, for sure.
That was back when it was soundtracks for movies were, it was a big deal. It was,
yeah, they were. They definitely were. This is kind of a tougher one for me. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't expecting, to throw these two together. But it's definitely good, man. I really liked Queen of the Damned back in the day. Maybe I'm saying Abigail because it's a little more current and I've seen it more recently. But I am gonna go with Abigail, for sure on this one. In the poll, we have 18 people in the chat. I have 18 votes, so we will go ahead and end it there. There's no point in letting it sit. If everyone has voted, so it looks like Abigail will move on with 61% to 39%. And Abigail will move on. Let me go ahead and end the poll up here. Let's bring that through. I can go ahead and start another one because our next two, we have Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter versus The Forsaken.
I'm out.
I am too.
I haven't seen either of these movies.
Here's the messed up part. Here's definitely the messed up part. The poll is up, so make sure that you're voting. The Forsaken, I know that it's a good movie. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but I haven't seen it. As for Abe Lincoln, dude, I enjoyed that movie. I did. Granted, I only saw it one time, but I remember having, a good time watching it. I liked it. So I can't really vote if I haven't seen, both of them to compare. But if I had to vote, I would definitely go with Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter just because I've seen it, over.
When did The Forsaken come out? How old is that film?
I'm not entirely sure. Because I do not. It could be one of those movies that I've seen that once I started watching it, I'd be like, oh, I've seen this. You know what I mean? But more than likely,
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know I haven't seen the Abe Lincoln. There's a slight possibility for The Forsaken, but yeah, I can't give a take on that, man. I'm out.
It's rare that both of us are like, I'm out. I'm done, man. Like I've got nothing. Like I am freaking out at this point. But I will say this, man. it is very rare for us to say, oh, we've seen every single movie, that everybody's thrown up here. But I really do feel like I'm missing it with The Forsaken, because that is something that I've heard a lot about, people talking about The Forsaken, and I feel like that's kind of tough for me. That's
Can
definitely tough.
anybody say like the director? Is there any big names in the movie? Give me something.
Give me anything. I need some information on it. I did see something though that I must have missed earlier in the chat, and I do want to say what's up. I see Russell Dorsey is in the chat, and I know he usually gives those intros, and it must have slipped by me because I do not see it here. Oh, there it is. So I gotta give a big what's up to Russell. Russell saying, "What's up, everyone? I smashed that like button. I hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Happy Sunday." Everyone, sorry I'm late. Let's have some fun and smash that like button. It helps the channel. What is up, Russell? Dude, it has been a minute. I hope you are doing well, my friend. I hope you are doing well.
Same, dude. Like that's Russell and his presence, his quote it's a staple, dude, for Movies and Beyond. Like in my opinion, like it's not a show without you. What's up, Russell? It's good to see you, buddy.
I feel like we're missing it. Michelle's nice enough to throw out 2015, The Forsaken. I feel like this one has to go on the list, man. And it could be that I start watching it and I'm just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I have seen this, but unfortunately, it's not ringing any bells right now. And if we bullshitted, we wouldn't be us, dude. How many times me and you were just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
well, for sure, though. Yeah, for sure. If I was just a viewer of a channel, I wouldn't want a bunch of tools just act like they know what they're talking about and they're talking out of their ass.
It has vampires in it, and there's blood in it, man. I'm telling you, there's blood in it, and there's vampires because I'm doing a vampire show. Oh, the teeth looked awesome. You know
I'd
what I
rather
mean?
you just say I'm out. I don't know.
Do you remember when that vampire bit that person? Like it was crazy, man. It was a crazy bite.
And then they turned into a vampire. Remember that shit?
Yeah,
like,
it was just absolutely nuts. It was just absolutely nuts. Crazy, I tell you, crazy. Let's move on. No, so good. So we're at 3 minutes. I have 15 votes in this and it looks like Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter is going to move on. It is very, very close. I will give it probably 10 more seconds. If you have not voted, please vote because this one is a tight race before I end this poll. Oh,
shoot. You see where Jamie says if you like Near Dark and John Carpenter's Vampires, you'll love The Forsaken. I like that.
Dude. I like both of those movies for sure.
Same.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Jeff DeAngelo is in the chat as well saying you missed me also, Michael. Sorry about that, Jeff, dude. I had a technical difficulty that I was trying to work through here. And I'm sure that I missed everything, but
no worries. Jeff, we missed you, man, at Horror Night, dude. And dude, I get it. I know you had some things going on, but we did miss you, brother. And hope you can make the next one, my friend, for sure. What's up, Jeff?
So I have end the poll there, and we will be moving on. We will be moving.
Sean, I think we missed Sean. Sean, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up, Sean? Sorry, guys. Sorry. I was so wrapped up in trying to type this list back out. So what had happened was, what had happened was, when I went to put all the list in. When I went to hit start, it went off to something else and then erased the whole list. So I had to go back through the chat and find everything that everybody put back in. Eric was nice enough to send me a screenshot of the list earlier. Thank you for that so much to make sure that I got freaking everything. So thank you. But the next
hello,
one,
Jerry, and hello, Matt, as well. Matt, it's good to see you on here, buddy.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, if you catch anybody that I freaking missed, my apologies to you guys. But like I said, we had a minor issue there for a quick second.
And Matt, if vampires aren't your thing, dude, don't worry, man. Just have fun. We do plenty of shows where it's not actually my jam either. But I roll with the punches, man. Have a good time. I can't even say vampires are 50-50 with me. They always have been. There's a good movie here and there. There's a juggernaut here and there. There's a lot of sleepers for me. It's really 50-50 for me. So.
Oh yeah. Sarah Campbell has thrown a super chat for $5 saying, I wanted to say Ultraviolet, but I didn't want to be thrown out of the chat. It's nostalgic. It's a nostalgic childhood movie. You know what, Sarah? I haven't seen Ultraviolet. I'm sorry. I would have just put it on the list too, without any judgment. Like, oh, Ultraviolet.
I thought
okay.
that was like a superhero type of movie or something. Is that a vampire film?
I'm assuming so. Yes.
And I'm so sorry for saying that. You might want to kill me, but
you will be thrown out of the chat if you don't know.
Ultraviolet sounds kind of like almost like Marvel style. Ultraviolet, Alexa, that kind of stuff, or Electra.
Let's see. Here we go. Let me get back into the chat. So
even Russell's asking. It's a vampire movie.
The poll is up for the next one. We have John Carpenter's Vampires versus The Hunger. So make sure that you are voting. I see if people have started to vote. Matt, where do you fall on John Carpenter's Vampires and Hunger?
I'm out again.
You've never seen either of them?
I've never seen The Hunger.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen The Hunger either. So
I've never seen The Hunger. I love John Carpenter's Vampires.
I do too. That's definitely a fun one, man, for sure.
It is. And it's kind of a go-to for me if I am feeling like a little, bloodthirsty or whatever. I love that head vampire, like I was talking about, when he opens the door and and I love that actor. If I'm not mistaken, he's also the bad guy in The Crow. Same actor. I believe I'm right. Love him, dude. And it's just a fun ride. It's a fun ride. But I've not seen The Hunger.
I'll tell you what. One thing I thought was super cool about vampires, and it starts off this way, man, how they would throw the chain around them and just drag them out into the sun. Like, I thought that was so freaking cool the first time I saw that. Like, I thought it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Just watching them burn up like that. And plus, dude, somebody else mentioned it here, and I definitely have to give, them credit for the cast. The cast of John Carpenter's Vampires. It's so good, man. It's so good. James Woods, dude, alone. He's kind of got like that certain type of James Woodness about him. Like, I'll say that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just James Woods, dude. Like, I don't know. He's something else for sure. But I do want to show out that Michelle Guzman has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you 100 times. I appreciate that so much for you to invest in this channel. Thank you. And Matt Nichols has gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate that so much. So nice Matt. Of you. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see where we are. We're at 3 minutes with 17 votes. We have 18 people in the chat. I will give it another few minutes, or another minute, or 30 seconds. I'll give you 30 seconds. If you have not voted yet for John Carpenter's Vampires or The Hunger, be sure to get your vote in.
I'll check out The Hunger for sure.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. I feel like with this, we are going to get a list of movies that we need to check out, because we've got The Forsaken at this point and The Hunger. Those are 2 movies that are going on my list, of things that I definitely need to see for sure. So those are 2 movies, and we're still in the first round, which is absolutely crazy for sure. I see that. Let's see. Halloweeniacs is in the. I think I said that right. Halloweeniacs is in the chat saying, "What's going on, everyone? What is going on? Welcome to Movies and Beyond." Excellent.
I tried to read it in my head, Michael, and I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say it out loud because it's going to come out weird. But I think you got it. Nice job.
Oh yeah, man! Halloweeniacs. I like that. Easy. I like it. The man himself, Peter Anthony, from Peter Anthony Productions, is in the chat saying, "What's up, my man? Hello, fam. What is up, Peter? I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's definitely good to see you here. Always good to see you here, Peter. Thanks for coming by, man, and hanging out with us tonight." All right, so I'm gonna go ahead in this poll with 68-32. John Carpenter's Vampires. Moving on. This here should be fun. I think that you're going to get two different groups of people kind of fighting it out for this one.
It's gonna piss some people off, probably me.
But we are going to go for this. The poll is being put up now. Who wins? We have Twilight versus Near Dark. Cast your votes now. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, so Matt, where do you fall on Twilight and Near Dark?
I really didn't want you to ask me.
Really?
But I kind of did. But I don't, I don't like to. I don't like to get nasty. But sometimes I have to, man.
You could say it respectfully, though. You know what I mean? Like
sometimes I have to, man. So this was it was a few years back. I was dating a girl. She knew I was, big into, the horror genre and all that stuff. And she's been watching these Twilight movies that I, was avoiding. And just kept swearing to me. Oh, you'll love it. You'll love it. It's fantastic. So I'm like, all right, shit. Let's do it. And I tried, guys. I tried. I tried, damn it.
Did my best.
I think I just bailed when they were flying up the hill sparkling. That was my last straw. Twilight is not what I ever want vampires to be. It's not what I think about at all when I think about a vampire. So I won't go too further. I won't get too cruel. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Twilight. Not my jam. Not my type of vampire, dude. Not trying to, eat humans and find other ways. No, dude. Just bite somebody in the face and take their blood and move on. But that's my take. Not a Twilight fan. Near Dark now, and that's an older film, and I'm so happy that Lydia is a really big fan, and for whatever reason it slipped through the cracks, but her and I got to watch it just like 2 weeks ago, and that was my first viewing. And dude, it was a badass like 80s vampire flick, man. I was really digging it, dude. With Bill Paxton on the front of the semi, like
Game
going
over,
up
man.
in flames and stuff, dude. Near Dark, hands down. Twilight needs to, Near Dark.
So I'm gonna go with Near Dark as well, but one thing that I do want to say about Near Dark is you kind of summed up a little bit. One thing that people don't know about Near Dark is Near Dark came out the same time that Lost Boys came out, so it kind of got overshadowed a little bit. You know what I mean? So not a lot of people really, everybody was watching the Lost Boys, and I'm not saying everyone, but there's a lot of people who haven't seen Near Dark, and I think just with it coming out right around the same time as the Lost Boys, it was just overshadowed a little bit. But I'm definitely going with Near Dark for this one as well. Let's go ahead and check the poll.
Michael, I will say I see Maya on here, and that is freaking awesome. Correct me if I'm wrong, Maya. Is this your first time on Movies and Beyond? If so, welcome, and it's so cool to see you on here.
Oh yeah,
you got to see Maya and Tristan this weekend as well, Michael. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great to see you both on here for sure. And Maya, if you are a Twilight fan, I apologize. I do. But just my take.
All right. So we have
tried to be as nice as possible.
We have completed this. This will be interesting. This one right here. So the next poll coming out right now. Who wins? We have Blade. Awesome. Versus Abigail. Cast.
Now I'm starting to have fun.
Votes
now we're starting to have fun.
I'll go ahead and start this one off since you
all
did the
right.
last one.
right.
But dude, I'm going Blade. I'm going Blade all day. There's just something with Blade for me, man. It's just, it's nostalgia. He was a vampire, but he was a badass vampire. He was killing he was a daywalker, bro. Like, come on, man. Like Wesley Snipes. I more recently saw Abigail, but I feel like if you drop Blade into Abigail, it would have been a whole nother mess in there. So I got to go with Blade. Blade not only was cool as hell back in the day, but it had that soundtrack and that song that went with Blade. That still to this day, if you hear it, it's like that's freaking Blade. I got to go with Blade. Where are you at with Blade and Abigail, my friend?
I'm piggybacking, dude. Blade. I really enjoyed the movie Abigail, but it's not on Blade's level. It's not on Blade's level. Like, dude, that's like Wesley Snipes, at his peak. And one thing, Mike, you hit the nail on the head, Michael. But one thing I also thought about Blade, that it had its own take. It was a little different as well. It wasn't your typical vampire film. Like, it had its own, look, its own vibe, its own like atmosphere. Even like it was just very. It was different, I thought, and it's just as much action as it is, with Wesley Snipes doing his thing. It's just as much action as it is, vampire or horror. Loved it, dude. Loved it. And like I touched on, Blade, then Blade 2 comes out. I love it just as much, like just as much. But yeah, dude, it's Blade for me too, all day.
Oh yeah, man.
Sorry, Abigail, but you gotta go.
Let's see where we are in the chat. I'll give it another 30 seconds, but that's all I'm going to give it because this is a landslide.
While you do that, Michael, I'm going to use the restroom, my friend.
All right.
And I'll be right back, buddy.
Sounds good. All right. So I'll give you guys a couple more seconds to get your votes in, just in case there's some sort of dramatic comeback, but I really don't see it happening for these two movies. Because it is a little bit of a landslide for sure. I do see that DJ Plays Favorites is in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. What is up, DJ? I hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Peter Anthony is saying, I love Blade 2 just as much also. Yes, Blade 2 was good too, man. Like, there's certain movies that I can just watch 1 and 2, like back to back. And Blade is definitely one of Michelle agreeing. Yes, 1 and 2 are great. I agree. I agree. Russell says every Abigail has had a good run. Let's see. Nightmare 365 is in the chat saying, what's going on, everyone? Loving this bracket. What's up, Nightmare? I hope that you are doing well. Welcome to Movies and Beyond for sure. Sure. I am going to go ahead and end this poll here. And it looks like Blade is coming out on top, 84% to 16 for Abigail. And we will move on. Oh, this one's going to be tough. So let me go ahead and throw these up here. Let's see. Let me set up this poll here. Who wins? We have Interview with a Vampire versus Fright Night. Oh, this will be fun. This will definitely be fun. So the poll is up. Make sure that you cast your vote so that we are voting for these two. And yes, the original Fright Night. I saw that was being asked. Let's see. Jeff is saying, Michael and Matt, Kaylee says hi. Well, what is going on, Kaylee? I hope that you are having a great night. Always good to see you here. Jacob was not a fan of Blade 3. I wasn't a fan of Blade 3 either. Russell said Blade 2 is my favorite. Blade 2 is freaking awesome. Let's see. Fright Night. Tim is saying, oh, this is actually hard for me. Yeah, see, I thought that this would be a tough one. I do. Paula going with Interview with a Vampire Phew. Ooh, these are tough. These are definitely tough. All right. Let me go ahead. For me, I look, guys, Interview with a Vampire it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. But there's something to be said about Fright Night for me. Like Fright Night, look, I absolutely love Fright Night. This maybe it's the nostalgia. I don't know, because if you look at these movies and how they're made, and you would look at Interview with a Vampire and say, like that's a well-made movie. Like that's a great movie. And then you look at how Fright Night was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going with Fright Night. Fright Night for me. These out of these two, if I'm holding them both in my hand, it's like which one would you rather watch next? I'm going with Fright Night almost probably every time. Like not just once. It's Fright Night, you guys. I can't freaking help it. And if you are going to Scare Fest, most of the cast of Fright Night will actually be there. So that's actually something that's super cool too. Welcome back, my friend. We are talking about Interview with a Vampire versus Fright Night.
Okay. That's okay. It's a hard one for me.
It is. I'm kind of curious to see where you go. I have definitely laid mine out there on who I think I want to win. But let's see what you got, sir.
This is actually stupid hard for me because it's one of those ones, man, where Interview with the Vampire is the better film, is the better made film. However, Fright Night, fun as hell. I know it's shorter than Interview with the Vampire, so it's one of those ones, Michael. And I know you hear what I'm saying because you've felt this as well. There's times where you can say a movie's better, but as far as like the rewatchability, like to sit down and do Interview with the Vampire, we all know you have to have some time on your hands. I've watched. I'm going to go with Fright Night, and as hard as that is to do,
you're pretty close. You're pretty close to saying exactly what I said. You're pretty close to it.
I'm not by any means saying it like it's the better film, but I have fun with it.
Yeah,
and I've watched it, 5 times to every one of Interview with the Vampire.
If you're holding them both in your hand, like I was saying before, if I'm holding them both, I'm watching Fright Night probably every time. You know what I mean? When both of them. But Interview is the better made movie. I will say that.
It is. It is. Like it is. It's actually phenomenal. Wow. That's
I saw this in the chat as well too, and this is freaking spot on, right? Nightmares 365 is saying, I love the poster for Fright Night. Dude, the poster for Fright Night is freaking awesome. You've got the vampire above the house with the blue. Like, it's so iconic, man. It was the cover of the VHS back in the day when I would rent it. Yes, 100%. 100%.
And 80s put so much into that, like especially the 80s, like because there was so much horror coming out. Some of them were just like, how can we top that cover or this cover? Because you were going to the video store, and after a while you'd seen everything, and you're just kind of almost basing it on cover. Like, look at this, like check this out, like it was everything back then. Like, I miss that. I miss those covers, dude.
Yeah, me too, man. It was so much fun going through. So Fright Night is going to win 62 to 38%, and it will move on. Like I said, that doesn't take anything away from Interview with a Vampire because it was a really good movie. Whew. All right, let's see. The next poll
is anyone is saying it's bullshit that Fright Night moved on, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Dracula. All right, so here's what we have for this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the poll out there. We have Dusk Till Dawn versus Dracula, Dead and Loving It. So that should be
Dusk Till Dawn. I do see that Lydia dropped in to say hello. And
let's see.
Lydia, she is in Canada right now. I have missed her very much. Great to see you, Lydia. Great to see you. Hope you're having fun in Canada.
There she is.
That's awesome.
What's
love
up,
you,
Lydia?
I love you.
So Dusk Till Dawn and Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Let me ask this. Dracula, Dead and Loving It. That was a horror comedy with Leslie Nielsen, if I'm not mistaken. So for me, like I remember seeing it back in the day, but not enough to be like I could tell you, almost all the scenes. But Dusk Till Dawn is freaking iconic. Like that is Dusk Till Dawn, dude, is Dusk Till Dawn. Like the amount of Quentin Tarantino, George Clooney's in it, Machete's in it. It's the first time I've ever seen Selma Hayek. You know what I mean? There are so many people in this freaking movie, dude. And I remember the first time seeing it, I felt like it started in one place and ended up somewhere else. Like I absolutely freaking love Dusk Till Dawn. Where are you with these two movies?
So, one thing I'm gonna say, like it's from looking at them right off the bat, I wanted to say I'm out. Then you brought up Leslie Nielsen, and don't get me wrong, okay? I love Leslie Nielsen, but without seeing, what is it called? Dracula, Dead and what?
Loving It.
Dead and Loving It. I'm sorry, but even without seeing it, I just highly, highly doubt that there's a comedy vampire movie with Leslie Nielsen that's going to beat out Dusk Till Dawn for me. Dusk Till Dawn is, I'd have to go back and think, but it could possibly even be my favorite vampire film. Like, and you said it, when you're watching this film for the first time, it's good before you even know it's a vampire film. Like it's already got you. It draws you in, with Clooney and I loved Quentin Tarantino's role as just Crazy Richie. Loved it. I remember talking with my older brother Raymond after that film that we really wanted to see him in more. But acting, he was more into the directing. Not so much looking, to do too much acting, but loved his role in that film. But it takes that turn, and you're just like, what the? And you're on this badass ride, dude. Superior. It's just a phenomenal film. Dusk Till Dawn all day.
Oh yeah. Russell Dorsey threw out Danny Trejo, and yes, dude. Anytime I talk about Danny Trejo, I always call him Machete. Like I can't help it. He's Machete. So yes, he was in it as well. I love Danny Trejo. But it comes he's Machete to me, man. He'll always be Machete. Let's see.
Near Dark did make the list, Lydia. I hate that you missed our conversation on that one, but
it'll be coming back up because I'm pretty sure it moved on. So it'll definitely be coming back up.
It made the list, and I'm so glad I got to see it with you. So I was able to talk about it. But yeah, it made the list. Don't you worry.
Michelle said, I'm waiting for Salem's Lot on the bracket. I hope it doesn't go up against Lost Boys. And, dude, that's a thing. Like, it always sucks when two juggernauts hit each other, like, in the first round. To where it's like, this one could have went on, so far. Like, but unfortunately, it ran into this. Or unfortunately, it ran into that. But, yeah. All right, I'm going to call this one Dusk Till Dawn at 96%.
Whoa, damn.
To 4% for Dracula, Dead and Loving It. But we will go ahead and move on. And now we have Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter versus Salem's Lot. So
Wait,
Salem's
Michael,
Lot
what did
has entered the
Abe
chat.
Lincoln beat?
The Forsaken.
Okay.
Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter and Salem's Lot. And the poll has begun. Please cast your vote. Let's see. All right, I got to get caught back up on this chat. Let's see here. Lydia asked if Near Dark moved on. Yes, it did. Near Dark did move on. Let's see.
Michael, I'm out on this one. I'm out.
Really?
I'm out.
Which one haven't you seen?
Neither.
You haven't seen Salem's Lot?
No.
Oh my god. Dude, you gotta see Salem's Lot.
I didn't want it to be said out loud, but yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Let me go. I'm going Salem's Lot with this one, for sure. But dude, you got to see Salem's Lot. Like you have to. You have
Now
to.
that's super old, correct? Like, how old is that?
It's old. I want to say early '80s. You know, it's not a
Okay.
new movie. Definitely not a new movie. I'm trying to get caught.
Is there a scene in that where there's like a young kid like levitating outside of a window?
Possibly.
That Salem. Okay.
The thing with Salem's Lot for me is it's probably been, I don't know, about 10 years since I've seen it, dude. But it always goes on my list of great vampire movies, dude. Salem's Lot is one of those movies that I've and they're not close, okay? I'm not saying these movies are alike, right? This goes back to my childhood because I rented these two movies at the same time. I rented Salem's Lot and I rented Silver Bullet. So those two movies for me are they share a memory for me. You know what I mean?
Love Silver Bullet.
Oh god, dude. Like, so I remember the first time I saw Salem's Lot, I remember was when my mother owned a video, or didn't own, but worked at a video store when I was a little kid. And I used to just go in there and clean that place out, every day. Two videos. But those two movies will always be linked for me because of, me watching them back to back. So looking back at that now, where we are and where Salem's Lot is and, where Silver Bullet is, it's like, dude, that was a freaking awesome night. Like, you just watch these two movies back to back for the first time, looking back at them in 2024, like both of those were really dope movies. You know what I mean? And to see those back to back like that, man, they'll always be intertwined with me because of that.
Yeah, I'm catching heat from T-Bone for not seeing Salem's Lot. I knew I would, guys. It's one of those ones that, I'm not proud I haven't seen it. Tim, thank you. There is a kid floating in the window. And it's got a vampire that kind of like has the big two front teeth. Correct, Michael?
I'm sorry. I was reading the chat.
It's got a vampire. It's got like two nasty front teeth that kind of looks similar to like a Nosferatu type of style.
A little bit, yeah. Not like,
okay.
not like, more so than not, but not, Nosferatu, dude. Like that's a look all on its own, but it is different like that. Yes.
All right, I'll check it out. I will.
Definitely. Definitely. Let me see where this is at because we are almost at 4 minutes and I'm going to go ahead and end this so we can move on with the bracket. And as I figured Salem's Lot is going to move on at 81% to 19%. And Matt, like, you got to check out Salem's Lot, bro. Like, yes.
I will.
Yes.
Now I do. I'm surprised I didn't even think about what we would, but I love Silver Bullet. That for me is a very, very fun movie. And the werewolf looks great. Gary Busey.
Oh no.
Love it. I think I got to watch that with Lydia not too long ago, and she hadn't seen it.
All right, guys. I found a mistake in the bracket. It looks like The Forsaken has been put on here twice. And that's why we had. So it's going up against John Carpenter's Vampires, but it already has been eliminated. So instead of trying to restructure the whole bracket, I'm just going to move John Carpenter's Vampires on. I know it's kind of janky, but I don't want to restructure this whole thing, and it's not going to let me edit it to put in. Well, maybe it will. Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and put this back to 0. It may let me edit here. Hang on. I may be able to. Let me go back up here. Participants. So this is number 3. Okay. One more vampire movie that didn't make it. Give me a good one, because I had The Forsaken on here twice. And this is the first round for this one. So first person in chat to throw me a great vampire movie that didn't make the list before. Throw a movie.
1931, Dracula, Bela Lugosi. Get him on there.
Oh, yeah. Russell came late. So, Russell, great idea. Russell, pick a vampire movie that you would like to see up here, because Russell didn't get the pick. And we'll put that up against John Carpenter's Vampires. Russell's like, damn it, you put me on the spot. Oh, he did Salem's Lot. Okay. So what did you want to put up there, Matt?
I'm saying Bela Lugosi, man. Get him up there.
Okay. So let's see. We'll go OG Dracula.
Yeah.
All right. So it's going to let me do that now. It is. Well done. All right. So I guess I got to end this here. Well, I'm glad that happened in the first round. Let's see. So we will do start a poll. Who wins? We got OG Dracula and John Carpenter's Vampires. So the poll has begun. Hell yeah. Let's see.
Shit. Van Helsing never made our list, did he? Damn.
Yeah. So where do you sit with these right here? I'm going to try to catch up on the chat here.
I haven't seen Dracula.
What? Oh, no.
It's been a good night, guys. I'll catch you next time. I haven't seen that one. Here I am begging for it to be on the list.
All right.
I'm embarrassed, Michael. I've seen John Carpenter's Vampire. I've not seen the OG Bela Lugosi, man. Something about me strayed away from those older films. And I've been telling myself for 20 years to go back and check them out. So I can't say much, man. I'd have to go with John Carpenter's Vampires.
I got this one. And the thing is, too, with this, it's for me, you look at the OG Dracula movie, and it is, it's good, man. It is. But time, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong.
I'm getting lit up on the chat, man.
I appreciate it. I do. I understand that it, laid groundwork. I do. But I am going to go with John Carpenter's Vampires just because, again, it comes down to me holding, both of these movies. Which one am I going to want to watch more often? For me, it's John Carpenter's Vampires. Not to take anything away from, the original. But at the same time, I definitely have to go with John Carpenter's Vampires for sure. Let me see what we have in the chat here. Let's see. Tim is saying, I think he means John Carpenter's Vampires is good, but more about vampire hunters other than vampires. So he's going with the OG. Jamie Hart is saying, I
Fair.
picked John Carpenter's Vampires. I love Cheryl Lee. She's a Twin Peaks actress. Michelle said, shake my head, Matt. Tim has slapped his forehead for you.
I'm sorry,
Poor
guys.
What? Poor guy.
I'm sorry.
Sarah said you're doing the vampire. Oh, good God. I didn't even know there was another. Oh, let's see. T-Bone Official is saying, as good as Gary Oldman, Anthony Hopkins' Winona Ryder performance was, I'm a bit partial. Okay. Yeah, I think you were talking about yeah. All right. Halloween X is talking about Todd Browning, who made Freaks the following year in 1932, create some creepy atmosphere. Awesome. And a lot of people are saying it's a tie right now, but it looks like John Carpenter's Vampires has just moved up. We've got 22 votes. If you have not voted yet, please be sure to vote because we don't want to end in because Matt and I can't break this because we kind of have to agree.
And here's what's even funny. Like, I just feel like I do plan on watching it. I swear to you. I almost feel like it just, but there's, we evolve and things like that. But like, I like John Carpenter's Vampires, but I don't love it by any means. So I just almost kind of, in a way, hate that it beats such a original classic. If that makes sense, but
yeah. Let's see. All right. So John Carpenter's Vampires did win 54 to 45, but it's 55 to 45. That's only 99% there. Let's see who wins. So the next one we have on the list is Let the Right One In versus the Lost Boys.
Oh,
and the Lost Boys
two juggernauts, if you ask me.
The Lost Boys has entered the chat.
Two juggernauts, dude.
The Lost Boys has entered the chat. What you got, buddy?
I want to know what you think about the. What'd you say?
Go ahead. You got this one, buddy, because you already know where I'm going.
I do, but I do want to know what you think about Let the Right One In, man, because it's no slouch, in my opinion.
Dude, it's no slouch, but it's going up against a movie that is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. So I mean, to eliminate, something like that, it's just like,
well, that's your opinion.
It is, and that's why I'm talking, because I was saying I want to know your opinion. Yes, that is my opinion.
So, dude, I'm going with Lost Boys as well. Okay, it's just it's stupid. It's not my top 5, but it's probably got my top 15. Very, very, very fun. Killer cast. But Let the Right One In, man. I so dig it. The connection with the boy and the girl is it's so well done. It's so well done, that story. And like it's a vampire movie with feeling and emotion. That's all over the board. It's done so well. It's written so well. It's different. So man, no takeaway for me for Let the Right One In. I just want to give it its props, but yeah, dude, it can't beat the Lost Boys, but it would beat a lot for me. So I hate that it went against such a juggernaut so early.
Yeah.
But that's what I have to say. Like, Let the Right One In, I thought was brilliant. Let the Lost Boys, brilliant, fun, killer cast, 80s at its peak, like just
hell yeah,
Lost
man.
Boys.
A lot of people, in the chat, like Michelle brings up the Coreys, and a lot of people are talking about the Coreys that were in that. And Russell comes through with, don't forget the dog, Nanook. Yes, 100%. I freaking, oh, good God. Dude, The Lost Boys had everything for me. It had story, the pacing was great. And then you look at, the music at the beginning, dude, it brings you right into that, dude. It gives you that feeling off when the opening credits come up and the camera's panning over the water, dude. You're playing the song, and it's just like, dude, I am on cloud nine right now, and I am freaking ready to freaking go. Ready to freaking go. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this with the Lost Boys coming out with 90% to 10% for Let the Right One In. And we will go ahead. Oh, this one, well, it's kind of
Say that percentage one more time.
90 to 10. 90 to 10.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
90 to 10.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Wow.
I will go ahead and end that poll and put up the next one. This one's going to be a little tough for me, but not really. So we have Underworld 2 versus The Last Voyage of Demeter. And the poll has begun. And while the poll's getting started on that one, I do want to say what's up, because Val from Val's Views has entered the chat, and she said, sorry I'm late, y'all, but what's up? You know, the general always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? Good to see. Glad to see you made it.
Absolutely. What's up, Val?
Russell said 90 to 9. Michael, don't give him that extra point. Don't give it to him. Don't do it.
I did want a little bit more, dude. Let the Right One In is, and just, my opinion, it's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
So where do you sit with Underworld 2 and Last Voyage of Demeter?
Underworld 2. Underworld 2.
Me too.
Son of a bitch! If I don't love Underworld 2.
Me too.
I just, dude, I love it, and it's also one of those, where you go back to kind of like talking about horror mixing action, kind of like the Blades did, and yeah. I like that. I like that with the vampire movie. And I've said this 1,000 times on the show. I'm all about character design, and son of a bitch, if Marcus isn't gorgeous, God, give me a life-size bust of Marcus. I freaking love Marcus, dude. I love the lichens. They look fantastic. It's just, I might watch that when we're done this evening. Last Voyage was solid. We touched on that a little bit earlier. Good film, had a slow burn, but it worked for me.
Yeah.
But like I said, like we've said also, Michael, if I'm holding both in my hand, I'm going Underworld 2.
Dude, Underworld 2, and let me say this about Underworld 2. I was so invested after Underworld 1 that when I sat down and watched Underworld 2, it was just like something I had been waiting for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that first Underworld got me so invested. And to me, it didn't disappoint. I felt like the first Underworld left on such a, well, what the hell's going to happen next? And I think Underworld 2 did such a good job with that. And not only of what will happen next, but diving into the backstory. You get Marcus, you get his brother William, and you get to see Victor again in the flashback to where they catch William for the first time. And it just started off with a, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, that was just like, no, dude. Like,
and like you said, William is dude. Victor's badass. Like, God, it's so good.
It is. But again, I don't want to take away from the Last Voyage of Demeter, because I did enjoy that film a lot, and I know a lot of people didn't. They said it was boring. You know what I mean? A lot of people were like, oh no, that was boring for me. It's like, dude. And I believe this was a conversation that you and I had at one point, like, to where would the movie have been better if it was flat out called Dracula, The Last Voyage of Demeter? I think
or would
you
it
and
have
I
at least
talked
done
about
better
right
in the box office.
Right. Like the ending of Last Voyage of Demeter, like I see that there are some people in the chat that haven't seen it, so I'm not going to give it away. But because it is somewhat of a newer movie, what's about 2 years at this point? The
No, it's
ending
not
for
that
that,
old.
the ending for that was like, I want to see what happens next. You know what I mean? It left at a pivotal point to where it's just like, yeah, man, let's go. Let's see where this goes. Like I was really invested in it at that point. So again, I don't want to take away from Last Voyage, but at the same time, bro, it's Underworld too. You know what I mean? Like it's freaking Underworld. We're talking about the death dealers here. Anytime we're talking about the death dealers, I am down, bro. Like let's do it. Let's freaking do it.
I do like when you do that. Like you'll praise a movie for about 20 minutes and then like you just think it's the shit. You'll be like, but it's up against this. Like,
right, dude. I can't take away from it, man. Like that's the thing, so much about, what you were saying about the last choices, let the right one in, that this for me, I really did like it. I really did like The Last Voyage. But yeah, it's Underworld all day. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and end the poll because we are 4 minutes in, and it looks like Underworld 2 is going to move forward 65% to 35%, and we will be moving on.
That was a little bit of competition. I dig it.
Right.
Lydia, here comes your Near
Someone
Dark.
call Lydia.
I hope you're out of the shower.
Someone call Lydia. Let me go ahead and put this up here.
I'll see if I can shoot her a message.
Let her know. We have who wins? We have Near Dark versus Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh man. Damn. Oh shit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to speed this up a little bit because we are still in round 2.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm with Bram Stoker's on this. I'm with Bram Stoker's. I was talking about how I watched Near Dark recently. I did. I was digging it. It's a solid movie. But Bram Stoker's, Gary Oldman's portrayal alone as, dude, I can go on all day.
Yeah.
He was perfection in that film. I'm going Bram Stoker's, buddy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna oppose that and go Near Dark, man. I'm gonna go Near Dark with this one. And it just comes down to holding both movies for me. You know what I mean? Like it really does. And it's kind of hard to say because we talked a little bit about how there's the better movies and then there's the movies that you'd rather watch. For me, I'm definitely going with Near Dark on this.
Nice.
Yeah, I am.
I just realized Lydia's going to kill me when she gets back in town. Like I just realized that. So please talk about Near Dark.
Yeah. Hold on for 1 second. Michelle's saying I have to go in 10. Michael, where are we at in the bracket? We are about halfway through the bracket. For we had a delayed start there for sure. But yeah, man. So those are out of these two, Near Dark. I'm definitely going with Near Dark for these. But let's see where I am.
Really?
But let's see
that does surprise me.
But I do want to say what's up to Jerry because he has gifted $5 super chat to say hello. What's up, Jerry? What is up, my man? Thank you so much.
What's up,
Thank
Jerry?
you so much.
That does surprise me, Michael.
Yeah, and I mean, it's cool though. Like I by no means am I saying that Near Dark is a better made film or anything like that, but it's just like which one would I rather put in right now? And it's Bram Stoker's Dracula is good. It is. Don't get me wrong. I have it right behind me. You know what I mean? It is a good movie, but at the same time, I just rather watch Near Dark. But
Peanut Butter and Jelly is good, Michael. Bram Stoker's Dracula is phenomenal.
Hey, you know what? Okay. All right. You bash me all you want, but do it after you see Salem's Lot. Bash me all you want. I'll just play it. Jerry is saying no tweaking show for you, Michael. No twerk. I'm assuming that's twerking.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks for you, Michael.
You know,
Because that's a show, dude.
He said
That's a
tweaking, not
show.
tweaking. I'm assuming it's twerking.
Yeah, but that's a show. That's something to see.
You know,
I'm telling you.
Sometimes you have to give up things to be, to tell the truth.
I don't know how he does it, but it's when you got it, you got it. But wow.
Oh yeah, man. But it does look like Bram Stoker's Dracula is gonna come out on top tonight. It's 60% to 40%. So Near Dark, there were quite a few people that didn't stick up for me in the chat that may have agreed with me just a little bit.
Damn phone tweaking, twerking.
This one right here is going to be a tough one, Matt. This is definitely not going to be an easy one to do, and I am going to say who wins: Blade versus Fright Night. And I may need a minute for this one. The poll is up. The poll is up. Blade versus Fright Night. Yeah, I know.
Don't need a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't need a minute, but I'm also not saying that they're not close. But I gotta go Blade. And we talk a lot, Michael, about like the movies that just have like a special place for you, like in your heart, and like that might just also bring back a time in your life that whatever it might be, man. Blade is one of those for me as well, dude.
Yeah.
I just really jumped on the Blade train for a while, man. I love Fright Night. It's always it's one of those ones where you can pop it out and say, like we do horror night, Michael, and sometimes we'll say what horror movie we want to watch. If anybody ever says Fright Night, I'm not gonna say no. I'm down like anytime. But I just Blade's my jam. So it's gonna slightly beat out Fright Night for me.
I'm gonna ride with you on that, man. I am, dude. I love Fright Night to death. I do. But Blade is Blade, dude. And Blade brings a certain awesomeness that is lacking just a little bit in Fright Night. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. I'm all about some Fright Night, but at the same time, dude, Blade is.
And it's like how it could be how you're feeling that evening. Do you want like killer classic 80s horror, or do you want like adrenaline pumping action vampire? They both bring a lot to the table for sure. But I definitely rode the Blade train for some time in my younger days, and it's got a special place for me.
It does, man. And I'm looking at the chat, and it looks like we're Michelle to say Blade is badass. Say it. It is badass for sure.
That's what I was reading. I just thought that was
flat out
funny. Blade is badass. Say it.
Just say it. Like it is. Like Blade is the shit. Like 100%. Like you can't deny that. But I am gonna go ahead and end the poll. And Blade is comfortably ahead. It's 75% to 25%. And it will move on. You throw a movie like Blade in there, man, and it kind of changes the game just a little bit.
And like Tim says, Wesley Snipes all day. And Wesley Snipes was awesome. And like Blade was Wesley at his peak, dude.
Oh, this one's tough, dude. But
is that you making those noises?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was like slowly squeaking a fart out or what was going on, dude. Dusk Till Dawn and Salem's Lot.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that, as easy as this, as hard as this should be for me, it's not really that hard, dude. Dusk Till Dawn, like I said when we talked about it last time, it hit on a different level for me. And sorry, not sorry, but dude, I'm going Dusk Till Dawn 100%. This movie had an impact on me. Yes, granted, I talked, last time I talked about the Silver Bullet relationship with Salem's Lot, a time that I freaking loved, those movies. But dude, Dusk Till Dawn is built different. You know what I mean? Like, it really is, dude. It's there's so much in Dusk Till Dawn that's just like, we talked a little bit about it. Once it gets going, dude, it is good, but it hits that point where it goes borderline insane mode, and it's just like, that's what the hell I'm talking about. Dusk Till Dawn is the shit. And to me, Salem's Lot, as great as it was, it never gave me the feelings that Dusk Till Dawn did, dude. I'm going Dusk Till Dawn 100%. No takebacks whatsoever.
And we got to get this bracket rolling. I have no say on this. I want to see Salem's Lot. I'm going to see Salem's Lot. But I'd love Dusk Till Dawn. But yeah, what we say doesn't mean shit. So where is everybody else at on that? Dusk Till Dawn was classic. And Michael, you got to see that Dusk Till Dawn diorama that we had signed by Juliette Lewis at the shop. Yeah. I'm sad that that's gone. Like, I mean, that's why we do it, but yeah, that was so cool. It was for everybody, it was a diorama of the Titty Twister, the club. Mm-hmm. And I was able to get Juliette Lewis on there. And yeah, I was able to get that into a collector's hand. But that was such a cool piece.
Oh yeah, man.
That I was proud to have while I had it.
Dude, we are tied at this. There's 15 people in the chat. There's only 14 votes. I need a vote. I need somebody to vote.
That really makes me excited to watch Salem's Lot. If it's tied with Dusk Till Dawn,
yeah, it's a great movie, dude. It is.
Shut up.
It is. If you have not voted, please cast your vote to break this tie.
Oh, Melissa doesn't like either film. Wow.
While this goes on, man, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I will be right back.
All right.
I will be right back.
I guess I can't really say where we're at. But I can definitely talk Dusk Till Dawn. Read some chat. Russell, it's great to see you on here, buddy. It's great to see you back, man. I mean that, dude. It doesn't, like what I said earlier, it doesn't feel like a Movies and Beyond without you on here, buddy. James, I see you are standing by Salem's Lot, and promise you, buddy, I will check that film out. Jerry is struggling has no power. That sucks, Jerry. T-Bone, I see you back. To love both movies, Salem's Lot is a slow burn, but a great classic vampire film. Dusk Till Dawn. Now, saying that, Tristan, which one do you go with if you have to pick one? And Lydia, I love you, and I will not watch Salem's Lot without you. I promise. Just got to get your ass back here because I miss you. Jamie, did I knock my mic out? Oh shoot. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Lydia is usually my IT, so I have no IT support here.
All right, I am back, and it looks like Dust Till Dawn has won 53% to 47%.
Can you hear me, Michael?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was going through the comments, and they were saying that they were having trouble hearing me. And now
I can hear you fine.
Okay. And I've clicked on the comments, and now they look all weird. They're all like green, and I'm not seeing like new ones coming in. But if that's nothing you can help with, no worries. Okay.
Okay, it is just a little so they're saying that it sounded fine before. I think connection got knocked out. It's not as loud since you moved those headphones. So whatever the headphones that you have, I bet you that your StreamYard is linked into the mic on the headphones.
Okay.
So the actual like headphones probably, because they're hearing your chair squeak very loud. Yeah, I can hear it. So
okay, I'm so sorry. Should I take my buds out and go with just my headphones? Should that help?
Yeah, just do that.
Let me try to do that.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and lower him down while he gets that taken care of. So moving on, it looks like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's see here.
Okay.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yes. Yes, okay. Much better.
Let me ask you this just real quick.
Yeah.
Up in my right corner, I was able to hit comments and see comments. I hit something where it's just staying on the same comments, and they're all like highlighted in green, and I can't get it back to just like normal.
Okay.
And like I said, it's not that important if you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I would have to look at it.
Okay. No worries, man.
All right. So we've got John Carpenter's Vampires versus the Lost Boys.
I'm sorry about that, guys. If the chair squeaking and all that was super annoying. I suck with technology. And I apologize for that.
There we go.
Man, John Carpenter's is traveling along.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's get it out of there, dude. It's time to go. Lost Boys, man. Because here's the thing. Like I know I have said some good things about John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's phenomenal. I've never thought that. Like I feel like it's a decent watch. You know what I mean? It's like but it's not. It's no beast. So I think it's time to go. Like I'm digging for what it's worth, but it's not on Lost Boys level, dude. Let's come on.
Yeah, I mean I'll agree 100%. And for looking at the chat right now, and we're only 9 votes in currently, but it just looks like it's the Lost Boys is kind of running away with this one. Like it's definitely to me it's just the better movie, like 100%. It's 100% the better movie. Don't get me wrong, John Carpenter's Vampires, it has that place, in my heart. But when you're talking about the Lost Boys, and like I said earlier, I probably shouldn't have said it so early in the tournament, that the Lost Boys is one of my favorite, it's top 5 favorite movies of all time. You know what I mean? So you kind of know where I'm going with this one.
You can give some stuff away early.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Lydia, I'm back. Thank you for the advice, but it looks like I'm back and seeing
I am back.
Comments come in as normal. And as long as I'm not squeaking your guys' ears off, we're good to go.
Good to go. Good to go. But yeah, so as of right now, I have 12 votes. We have 18 people in the chat. So if you have not voted yet, please get your vote in for John Carpenter's Vampires or The Lost Boys. And so we can go ahead and move on from these two. But dude, these are, where we are in the tournament right now. You know what I mean? None of we have got some juggernauts, like left. So it's not like
Let's get into it.
Move.
Let's get into it. Who's next?
Well, we got to see who wins this one. I got to leave it up for another 30 seconds or so before we move forward.
No, you don't. We already know.
Well, it is a possibility. That is a possibility. Let me give them another 30 seconds just to let you guys know. If you haven't voted yet, please
you guys
do
got
so.
8 seconds.
Matt says 8 seconds left to cast your vote in. And on top of that, like I say 8 seconds now, I count to 8, and that's the amount of delay there is between StreamYard and YouTube. So it'll look like you have 8 seconds left, and then all of a sudden the poll just ends. So I have to give it a little extra time for them so they know. But I am going to go ahead. We are 3 minutes in with the votes. So we can end this poll with the Lost Boys coming out on top 85% to 15%. The Lost Boys will move on, and so will we. We will go ahead and move on to this next one that we have. We have Underworld 2. Should probably type the top part in first. Underworld 2 versus Bram Stoker's Dracula
2. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. It is a good one. Michelle said she is taken off for the night. Have a good one, and have a good night, Michelle.
Yeah, good night, Michelle. Yeah, always good to chat it up with you. Have a good night.
She threw it out that she voted Dracula right before she left.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is a good one, dude. Where are you at on this one, Michael?
It basically comes down like the last time, what I did with Near Dark. By no means am I saying that it is the better movie, but it's hard when someone is just like, hey, would you rather watch Bram Stoker's Dracula or Underworld 2? It's like, there's not a lot of things that I'm going to pick over Underworld 2. Like, by no means, again, am I saying it's a better movie. It's just one that I prefer, to watch.
I can't say jack shit because you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm right there with you. Right there with you, buddy. Michael, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a little refresher on my drink, buddy, and I'll be right back. But yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Underworld 2.
And I mean, we're probably in the minority with that, and I'll talk a little bit about that.
All right,
man. But I do understand that. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing about, throwing your opinions out online, to where it's like, okay, from Movies and Beyond said that Underworld 2 was better. No, I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying that I just rather watch it. You know what I mean? Like, and that takes nothing away. It takes nothing away from that movie. It is a fantastic movie. When you get into Underworld, though, guys, I'm telling you, like, I dig it. I just do. I totally dig it for sure. But let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Russell is saying, I love Underworld 2, but Bram Stoker's Dracula is a better movie. Yes, 100%, man. I agree with you, but still, yet I will vote for Underworld 2 because I look at it as I'm holding both of these in my hands, and which one would I rather throw in right at this moment? Not to say it wouldn't change tomorrow, which I know it won't, but not that it couldn't, just for the simple fact that that's the one that I like to watch more, not that it's a better movie. Let's see. James is going Bram Stoker's Dracula. Oh, yeah, man. I get that. Lydia throwing Mad Matt's shop on Instagram. Link up there. If you haven't checked him out on Instagram, be sure to do that and check him out on Facebook as well. Let's make sure we're showing Matt some love over there for sure. Let's see. Yes, you guys totally planned that to get those links out like that. Well done. I see what you did there. But don't get me wrong. I am totally expecting, Bram Stoker's Dracula to win this one. But at the end of the day, just it's just what I'd rather watch. So we are 3 minutes in. Bram Stoker's Dracula is going to move on. It's 79% to 21%. So Bram Stoker's Dracula will move on. Oh boy. Oh, that is a tough one. This is a tough one for me. Now, it may not be for you guys, but we are getting into those movies that I just absolutely love to freaking watch. So the next poll is going up. Who wins? We have Blade and Dusk Till Dawn. The poll is up. Let me know what you think. Let's see where this goes, because I see this going two different ways. You know what I mean? Not that there's only two selections, of course it's going to go two different ways, but I just see like different types of fans that like different types of things having this debate with themselves, because what do you pick? Something like Blade that is just, overly freaking crazy, like dope, versus Dusk Till Dawn, which is like a game changer when that came out. So it is definitely tough for this one. It's definitely tough for this one, for sure. Like, this is not an easy choice. Looking at vampire movies in general, maybe one would say that it is an easy choice, but for me, this is a battle for me. Like, I've pumped both of these movies up a ton tonight. I pumped both of them up, and I'm having that eternal conflict going in my head. But if I have to choose, and you're saying I have to choose, because I do, I'm going with Dusk Till Dawn. That does not take away from Blade whatsoever. I love Blade, but at the end of the day, when it comes to vampire movies, I gotta go Dusk Till Dawn. I have to go Dusk Till Dawn for this one. And I'm very curious to see where you guys are. It looks like Matt's coming back. He should be back on here in just a second, and to see where he goes with this too. So let's see what he has to say. Matt, welcome back, my friend.
All right.
We have Blade versus Dusk Till Dawn.
Sorry about that, guys. I could not find the damn Gatorade. Say it again. Dusk Till Dawn
and Blade.
Oh, Nikes.
Like I said, it's an internal conflict for me. I did go Dusk Till Dawn though at the end of the day, but
same.
Like,
I'm going to answer it. I'm just going to do it quick. I can do the drawn out, because they are super close.
This was probably the toughest one for me so far.
Dusk Till Dawn. And to be honest with me, it'd be even closer. For whatever reason, guys, I love Blade 2 even a little better than Blade 1.
I think Blade 2 was a little bit better of a movie than the first one. I agree.
You agree with that too?
I
okay.
do. Yes. Wow, I do.
I didn't expect that. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it was Blade 2, we got a serious problem, dude. But yeah, dude, it takes Dusk Till Dawn.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up this poll. We are going to wrap it up with Blade. Blade comes through with the win at 53% to 46%. Even
Blade took it out.
Blade will move on to the finals. And I believe, that's the finals. Blade will move on. Whew. That's a tough one for me, but I can see it either way. You know what I mean? Like granted, the one I didn't want to win, won, but at the same time, it's like, I get it, man. Fucking Blade's dope. It is. Who wins? The Lost Boys or Bram Stoker's
That
Dracula.
one really surprised me. Like, but it's a surprise that I liked because even if it's not our pick, like if it's a movie you do love, though, you like to see that there's other people that are right there with it as well, backing it up.
Oh my god!
For sure.
Val said a blade would kick Selma's ass. Just saying that. I don't debate that whatsoever. I do not debate that whatsoever. Tim said, "No, come on, y'all. Boo. I'm going to bed."
But would Blade kick Marcus's ass? And I don't know about that.
Ooh, no, Blade. I think. Look, we're talking Underworld, bro. I don't think Blade is messing with Marcus. To be honest,
Marcus is a badass amongst badasses. And Michael, you wait. I just had me. I just haven't found the right one yet, but there will be a Marcus bust down here in my collection room.
There's gotta be, dude. You should get a William down there too, and hell, even a Celine bust would be dope, man.
Okay. These things do cost money, Michael.
That's fine. You collect the stuff, dude. Trade him a Jason or a Michael. You got it. You got this, man.
Let me just start with the Marcus. All right, let me start with the Marcus. But yeah, I will have a Marcus down here, dude. I love that, dude.
I bet you a Victor would look dope too, man, in that like outfit with and then Lucian, dude. You can't forget about Lucian. Lucian was not talked about too much. Granted, he's elected.
Dude, I love Lucian.
But Lucian was a dope character too.
Dope character. You've named so many, dude. I gotta take out a loan to get this shit going.
Hey, man.
But yeah, Lucian was so dope.
Yeah, dude. Like so many good characters in Underworld. I swear, man. Like it's 1 and 2 for me. Like I have the whole.
Well, 3 is, dude, Rise of the Lycans, where it goes into Lucian's backstory, dude.
Right. Yes.
Dude. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's sick as well.
It is. It just doesn't continue that story from 1 and 2. It kind of gives you a backstory for Lucian, and it's all good, man. All good for sure.
Yeah, he's an ass kicker too, man.
Hell yeah. Let's see. We'll give this about another 45 seconds. If you have not voted yet, please cast your vote. The Lost Boys versus Bram Stoker's Dracula.
What those movies do, like how we're talking like Lucian, Marcus, and like just how badass they are. It gives you that, like, it's almost like you're back to being like a 14-year-old boy, because that's what we all loved. Those characters that were just like so unstoppable, the He-Mans, and dude, that's all we are. That's all I am, as a big ass kid. But that's what that stuff brings to us, dude. It's like, okay, this guy's powers are this, and he's that badass, and I love it. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
It's fun, man. It's nerdy fun, is what it is. Exactly.
It is. I remember being on the bus reading those. Do you remember when they had those X-Men cards, and you could turn them around and it'd show their power length? Like, like Sabretooth would be like, have this much in strength and speed. Did you ever remember those? Did you have those?
I don't remember them too much. No.
Well, it's like stuff like that, dude. Like that. I love that shit. It don't matter if I'm 12, 40, or 80. I'm still going to love it.
Hell yeah, man. Well, let me go ahead and end this poll because the Lost Boys has run away with this one 85-15. It will definitely move on. And before I throw up the finals, because we have made it to the finals, where we have Blade versus the Lost Boys. You're killing me, man. Like that's tough. That's tough. One thing that Sarah said out here that I put up just a second ago, the only thing about Underworld that annoys me is Scott Speedman hasn't come back. Yeah, that was tough. Like, I think it was 4. They kind of did shots of someone that looked a lot like him, but it wasn't really him. I agree with that. And I didn't really think that I didn't like the direction that the story went. He was only in 1 and 2. And they had him in 4, but it was like a long, like, nighttime shot of him that was in like a
now, Michael, I'm not the best with actors' names and directors' names.
He played Michael. He played the hybrid.
No, I got him. I got him in Underworld. Is he the same guy in The Strangers?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He is.
So I was like, well, they look a lot alike. Yeah, I like him too. For sure. I didn't know. I just didn't realize. But like for me, it's like I see where you guys are coming from. For me, it wasn't that big of a deal. I liked him, but I was more focused on Marcus and like Lucian and shit. But he was good. He was good.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say he wasn't.
Well, yeah, man. Well, we're in the finals. We have the Lost Boys versus Blade. This is the finals. This is the finale. This is the end. This is where we are.
And we are, oh shit.
Yep. I'm just gonna let you guys know where I stand. And don't get me wrong, I love both of these movies, but I'm just gonna let the chat take it away. But feel free if you have anything that you want to say about these two. Going at it.
All right, so we are Lost Boys and Dust Till Dawn
and Blade.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. My screen is a little screwed up.
Let me see if I can. Well, so no, it's just that I didn't bring up the final.
No, it's all right.
There we go.
I'm sorry. I just so it is Lost Boys and Blade. Because I saw Dust Till Dawn, I'm like, oh, I thought that. Damn, dude. This is so cool because I haven't had a like super hard time until right now.
Oh, that Blade versus Dust Till Dawn about killed me. That was a tough one for me.
This is Blade versus the Lost Boys. I've always known, just even when you talk about like Lost Boys and stuff, I love Lost Boys, but I've also known like when that I'm not on your level with how much you like the Lost Boys. Shit, dude, this is a hard one for me. Give me 5. Just give me a minute.
All right. Going through the chat.
You're laughing at me, are you?
No, not laughing. Jerry threw out wrong turn, so you already knew that was coming at some point.
It's a great vampire film. It's a great vampire film.
It is. Could you imagine a wrong turn vampire, like a vampire?
It goes under the radar. It's a vampire film that goes under the radar, Jerry.
I feel like, vampires have a certain bit of swag to them. You know what I mean? So in order to see a wrong turn vampire, I feel like that would just be hilarious. Like, wouldn't it be great to see Tucker and Dale versus vampires? Like, how awesome of a movie would that be? Like, dude,
I want to see Tucker and Dale versus just about anything. I fucking love those guys. Okay, Michael, I'm back with my verdict for what it is. Lost Boys wins for me by the skin of their teeth. If we were talking Blade 2, they would have been gone. Okay. I love Lost Boys, dude. I do. Like I said, I've just never had as much passion as you have. But look, dude, in this bracket, I'm picking them. So that says something. There's levels to everything. There's levels. I am going to go with Lost Boys.
I really want to see Tucker and Dale fight some vampires right about now. I've gotten that into my head.
I do want to say if it were Dust Till Dawn, I would have chose Dust Till Dawn.
I mean,
I would have. There's probably a few things I'd have to go back and look, but what I'm saying is Lost Boys would not have been my number 1.
And that's the thing, man.
Dust Till Dawn would have beaten it.
Everybody, if they were asked to fill out their own bracket, everybody's bracket would look different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like, I don't know, man. I think we're on to
Melissa,
something,
C.
dude.
Tucker, and Dale.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, dude. I honestly want to see Tucker and Dale fight some vampires now. So I'm gonna have to make that pitch.
Yeah, that's where I am. Love Lost Boys. It would obviously not have been my straight up number one, but it beats the OG Blade very slightly, but it beats it, man.
I think a lot of we talk about slasher movies, right? We talk a lot about slasher movies and what people like in their slasher movies, and how people tend to like different things about different types of stuff. You know what I mean? And that falls into vampires too. Hell, it falls into every category of horror that there is. Everybody's going to have their favorites. Everybody's going to have who they would have had won, a bracket. But that's why we do this collectively. And we have, people vote for stuff. Hell, my bracket wouldn't look like this. Do you remember when everybody was blasting me? What was I getting blasted for earlier? Picking something. I don't even remember which one I picked. Near Dark over Bram Stoker's Dracula. You know what I mean? Like, so everybody's stuff would look different.
Yeah,
for sure.
James, let me say, like, I don't even know what to say to that. But just James is saying I am the man. I don't feel that way, but James, to you, and I know I speak for Michael as well, dude. You are the man. You're one of the most kind people I've ever met. That judges no one. I'm really not the man but thank you. I just had to say that, dude. Thank you, James. But yeah, you're the man, dude. And I know I speak for Michael and everyone as well. Mad Mom, Mad Dad, Lydia. We all freaking love you, buddy. For real. So yeah. Sorry, I just when someone says that about me, I don't know what to say, but yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and
that was stupid fun. That was stupid fun, Michael. I want to do something else. Like now I want to do something else where I'm like, this is something we've never touched on. Like, when you first told me we were doing vampires, Michael, I was stoked. Like slashers are fun. Michael's fun, but we have touched on that shit, man.
You say Michael for Halloween this year, right?
What's that?
So we'll go back to Michael during Halloween time this year.
Dude, how stupid fun is Michael around Halloween time? Like, I tell people so many times. It's like obviously, I watch horror all year round, but there's something about when that fall weather hits and those leaves are changing, and you go and plop down your couch and turn on a Halloween movie when all that stuff's going on. There is something different, and it's amazing. Get you a cup of Joe, nice and hot, but it's a little chilly outside. It's got to be a little brisk, man, and those leaves have got to be a little purple and orange, and you pop on the OG Halloween. Seriously, dude. There's something different, man. There's something different. And you could say, well, Matt, you've seen this movie 75 times. Yes, but the leaves are orange, and I got to watch it right
Here's
now.
the thing, man. And we talked about this on a previous stream. When I did my Freddy versus Jason stream a couple weeks ago, we talked a little bit about this. I want to see Halloween this year at a drive-in. How fun would that be to watch Halloween on a big screen outside, fall time, hoodies and jeans? You know what I mean? Like that to me, dude, would be an epic night to be able to see Halloween like that. The OG Halloween, to hear that music pop, like, come on, guys. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to something like that. Gotta find something like that for sure. But tonight, to wrap up vampires, dude, this was a blast, man. And it's fun to touch on these different things, fun to, touch on the stuff that that we really don't get into. And we've got a lot of stuff to get into, man. And we will be going solid on Sundays until we go to Waverly That will be the next Sunday that we miss, which will be August 4th. There will be no show August 4th. There will be no Paranormal Friday August 2nd because we will go to Waverly. And that is coming soon. And I cannot wait, dude. Matt, you will be down there. And it is just going to be tons of these people that are going to be down there. And next Friday, guys, the show, the Paranormal Friday show, will be all about freaking Waverly. We're going to talk about the history. We're going to talk about everything that we've pretty much heard from there. And this is already up. So go over and check out on the channel. We will be talking Waverly Hills Sanatorium next Friday at 9 p.m. Want to amp everybody up before the trip because you know we will be coming back with
like your face on that picture.
You know, you got to give it that like.
It's so serious, dude. Man, yeah, Michael Waverly is going to be awesome, and shout out, dude. You know, shout out to you, my friend. You know, you really put that together.
I had help.
Dude, my oldest brother Raymond, he's my best buddy, dude. But the older he gets, dude, he gets into that like family routine, does not leave the freaking house. He's gonna be up in there, dude. And you guys, if you get a chance to just, you know, skip me, go meet Ray. He is absolutely cool as shit. You got to meet him, Michael. He'll be up there. I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait. I talked to Mad Mom, you know, my mother, a little bit about the trip on our ride home from the shop, and dude, you showed me the pictures while we were, because I'm the guy, if I'm doing something like that, I really don't want to know too much. And I know there's a lot of people that are opposite. They want to like dig into Waverly and this and that. I just kind of want to like go do my own thing. You know, you showed me those pictures while we were eating lunch, and the place looks just sick, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah.
But thank you, Michael, for putting this together.
And I mean, I had a lot of help getting this together, man. You know, it wasn't all me. And I have to, you know, at the end of the day, I have to thank the people in the chat for pushing me into it, because it was like, well, if I get enough people to do this, I'll do it. You know, everybody's pushing like, yeah, we got to go. We got to go. We got to go. And we are going, you know, like there's certain things that I want to do down there. I've been looking up, you know, the history this week or last week. I'll be doing more this week because I definitely want to put on a good show Friday to talk about Waverly. Like, it is going to be cool. Like, I am going to try to do an hour live stream down there, you know, with equipment that I've never messed with before. You know, there'll probably be no intro. I doubt there'll be an intro. It'll be just be all of a sudden like, what's up? Here I am. You know what I mean? I'm going to be filming a video that I'm going to premiere like 2 weeks after that. Like, it's going to be so much freaking fun. I will not be in there without a camera. You know, like I am going to, you know, there's people that want to see some of it live and they're not going to be able to see as much as they'd like to, but I'm going to make sure that if I do get to be able to go live, which it's sounding like I'm going to be able to, that I'm going to get a lot more footage for the video that will come out 2 weeks later. So we're going to have tons of cameras down there, tons of people with cameras. I'm going to try to blend all of that into, you know, one cool video. Hopefully we see something. I definitely will say this again Friday night. If you watch on Fridays, I do not have the ability to fake anything. Okay. So what you see down there will be what was seen. You know what I mean? Like that is not my goal to find something, you know, to insert a paranormal thing here. No, dude, if we see something, guess what? You're going to see it too. And it's going to be what we saw. If we don't see anything the whole time down there, guess what? You're not going to see nothing. Like, hey, you know, like here's the place.
I'll say too, like, you know, they're like, I want to see everybody that, you know, that's coming and stuff. But yeah, there might be some times like, and I want everybody to feel this way, at Waverly, like, because if you do want to have that like a little bit more like intimate experience, and we can branch off. You don't always have to be with 20 people or 15 people. If you want to take the one or two people that you came with, go off for a little while, dude, feel free to do that. Like
Yeah.
I might do a little
100%.
bit of that. I do. I want to see everybody. I love that. But I feel like there's some paranormal people that might also want to feel like, hey, for an hour, 30 minutes, I might want to just go with my buddy and check out a room. Feel free to do that. But I absolutely can't wait. And when you're Lydia and I were trying to go there not too long ago because we were in that area for one of my daughter's volleyball games. And Michael, I tell you what, buddy, I'm glad that we weren't able to get in because I'm stoked to go with you and Movies and Beyond for the very first time because we almost did try to go, but
Let me clear something up here in the chat. Jeff, the trip is August 3rd. I said there would be no Sunday show on the 4th. So there will be no Paranormal Friday on the 2nd. There will be no Sunday Horror Hangout on the 4th because of the trip to Waverly on the 3rd. So we are going to Waverly, and that date is August 3rd. That's what the 4th came out of my mouth was, not that we won't have a Sunday Horror Hangout, so that weekend will be kind of closed down for the most part on Movies and Beyond, other than possibly a live very late in the night, Saturday night, early Sunday morning, to which, once we get all that stuff together, I'll get a thumbnail up for that. And hopefully we'll be going live there and you guys will get to see a little bit of it.
Do you want to let everyone know? Because when you let me know, I was super excited. But just a little bit about the room that we want.
That's Friday. No,
okay.
that's on the Friday show.
Okay.
We're gonna get into it. Jeff, you said that you're getting your ticket on Friday. If you are able to get that ticket, please send me a DM letting me know that you have it, so I can add you to the list of people going. So we do have a big group going at this point, and I am freaking super excited about that. So hell yeah, man, dude. Again, to wrap up for tonight, dude, this was super fun. This was super fun to step out of slashers and jump into the vampire genre of things for sure. All right, we'll close that down. Matt, did you have anything else? Did you want to talk about anything for Mad Matt's Mask and stuff like that before we get out of here?
The only thing that I have, and it's just real quick, and hopefully we can change that on our intro, is just our location.
Yeah,
guys, and I know we've moved like there's no tomorrow. We're on our 5th, but it is I swear to God, it's our 5th and final move. But we have moved. I think I've told you guys this maybe last Sunday. But if anybody on the show does want to come and check out Mad Matt's Mask, we are now at we're still at Trader's World, but we're in the main aisle, but we are now close to the south side. South side is where most people come in. It's kind of like considered the main entrance, off the main drag. But so if you come in the south side main entrance and you come in walking down that main aisle, we come up very shortly on your left. So we're excited. Like Michael, you've seen it.
Yeah.
There's been more traffic. We love where we are. And we're not going anywhere else. There's just nowhere else for us to go, guys. And I'm tired of moving, but that is where we are. We're in the main aisle, south side. When you walk in, go down shortly to your left. That's all I have for right now. I want to put some cool stuff together, to show you guys. Maybe not even next Sunday, a couple Sundays from now.
But I never want to waste your guys' time with just some average stuff. I want to show you killer shit. So I'll put that together, man. But Michael, this was an absolute blast. Touching up on vampires was killer. And I've said it 1,000 times, guys. I absolutely love ending my week doing this. And Michael, I know I've thanked you 1,000 times, but
yeah, man.
Thank you for always, allowing me to come on here and talk horror with dude. This chat is it's the horror community, guys. You guys are awesome, and I just feel very honored to come on here. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you, guys. I love the horror community. Michael, thank you, buddy. And
of course.
And that's all I have. And when I do have some really killer shit that you guys are going to be like, wow, I'll bring that on here and show you guys for sure.
Super cool, man. Super cool. So do me a favor tonight, guys. Definitely, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button and leave me a comment after the stream is over. Leave me a comment down below. It helps the videos out more than you guys know. It's something I've seen recently. The more comments I'm getting, the more people that are seeing, YouTube is pushing it out. So please make sure you leave a comment afterwards. Hit that like button. And after that, I will see you guys Friday, and we are going to talk Waverly Hills. We'll talk about the trip. I'll give a bunch of information to not only about Waverly Hills, but about the trip. And we'll make sure that we have all the information for the people going so that we can communicate and make sure that we're on the right places at the right times when we get down there. So I look forward to seeing you guys Friday at 9 p.m. here at Movies and Beyond for Movies and Beyond Paranormal. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers!
Toodaloo, motherfucker! Hey.